All right, so here at turn one, I've already got that seaplane that was here on Iron Bottom Sound. He flew up. He's going to bomb Cape Esperance. He's got 2 bomb symbols, so he gets 2 dice. And there's a little score sheet here too that you can use for victory points. But down here, the target is an enemy ground force, and we need a 5 or a 6. He's got 2 bombs. I get 2 dice. I need a 5 or a 6. Failed. All right, so he failed the bomb. That was the end of the first hour. The Japanese moved up. This guy's still based. These fighters are still based. These fighters are moving up. Second hour. Japanese move. These bombers can move 3. 1, 2, 3. This guy takes off. He can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll fly here with the bomber. This guy can move 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, the command level of the Japanese is 4, so they can have up to 4 planes stacked in a hex. The American command level is only 2. They can only have 2 planes stacked in a hex, or in a square. We're just going to move these guys. They're both fighters. We're going to move them right up here behind those bombers. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll move this fighter up. Move this fighter up. These bombers will move up. And that bomber will move up. So now the Americans get to go. Well, this guy's going to have to retreat. The seaplane already tried to bomb. He has to go back in base. He's probably going to go back to New Hebrides. If I land him anywhere else, he can be bombed by these guys. So he wants to get the hell out of there. So he's going to go 1, 2. These bombers are going to go 1, 2 to the Eastern Solomons. I got 2 big ones there. It's a B-17 and a B-26. They can both move 2. They'll move 2 over to here, to the Eastern Solomons. They're probably going to wipe out the Eastern Solomons. So I still have these 2 torpedo-type bombers here, these SBDs. And since I failed to get Cape Esperance with the seaplane, these guys will just continue moving up towards Cape Esperance. Do I want to take these fighters off yet? Now, see, this movement is in parentheses. That means it's short range. He can move up to 4, but then has to rebase before he can move again. If the movement number does not have a parentheses, they can just keep moving on the map until the end of the turn, at which point they crash. But these guys have short range movement of 4. I might as well do it now. So I'm going to go ahead and fly these guys out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're going to engage these Japanese forces right here. So, first thing let's do, let's get this bombing run out of the way. I got 4 bombs on that guy and 2 bombs on that guy for a total of 6 dice. And I have 6 dice here. We're bombing a ground force, so we need 5s or 6s. We got 1 5, and that's good enough. That's 1 hit. So we can go over here to our score sheet as the Allies, and we bombed Eastern Solomons. So these guys will be heading back next turn. These fighters, I have a total attack of 3. So I get 3 dice. I am Allied fighters firing on Japanese aircraft. I need a 4 and a 5 for an abort and a 6 for a kill. I have a total of 3 dice. 4 5s or 6s. I got 1 4, which is an abort. So the Japanese player chooses to abort one of his fight. He's going to abort this fighter. So the fighter comes over here to the aborted box. It's not destroyed. It'll come back next turn, but it's out of the rest of this turn. Now the bombers get to fire back defensively, and there's 2 bombers there, and their air to air is 1, so they get 2 dice. And their bombers firing defensively, they need a 5 or a 6 to abort those fighters. They don't get nothing. So that battle is concluded. But now these fighters have to fly back to Cape Henderson Field. And the bombers can continue moving. So we advance the hour marker. We'll go ahead and move the Japanese. 1, 2, 3. They're heading straight down. They may end up bombing Iron Bottom Sound. I don't know. These fighters. These fighters will stop here to engage those. These bombers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. These bombers all moved up in. This one moved up. Fighter there. 1, 2, 3, 4. He moves up over Cape Esperance. 4. He's going to try to shoot down that PBY. And then this guy way back here moves up too. He gets 3 dice at that PBY. And he is Japanese aircraft firing. I need a 5 or a 6. 6 kills it. So that seaplane is now put in the destroyed box, or the damaged box for the U.S. The bombers cannot attack, but these fighters can. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 dice going at the 2 American fighters there. And Japanese aircraft, I need 5s or 6s. I got 1 6 and 1 5. So we abort 1 and damage 1 of these fighters here. We're going to damage this fighter bomber and abort the regular fighter. So I'll get that fighter back next turn. that was it. All right, that's it for the Japanese. The Americans, well, I don't think it's a good idea for me to bring these SBDs up here. I'm going to retreat. 1, 2. We're flying back. And these bombers here, 1, 2, 3, are going to fly back. And the Japanese pretty well much ran us out of the of Guadalcanal. But we did bomb the Eastern Solomons, but we have no answer for the Japanese are just basically free to come in at this point and try to bomb that. It's just a matter of them getting back to a base before time runs out. So we'll advance this to hour 4, and I'll be back with another video soon. Thanks for watching.